Hi and welcome to my channel. So I'm really excited today because I have an amazing opportunity to share with you. Look, while millions of people are spending time stressing out about the changes that the UK government is implementing regarding visas and immigration, smart people are using this pathway to silently and in fact secretly move to the UK with their families. So if you've clicked on this video, yes, it is legit. I'm going to be telling you about this amazing pathway that very few people are aware that it is a legit and legal pathway to move to the UK. So if you're new to my channel, you're obviously welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber as usual, I absolutely appreciate your time. And before I even get into the nitty gritty, leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I will implement this and I have my passport ready. So leave a comment and say, Melvis, I will implement this and I've got my passport ready. Because if you're watching this and you don't have your passport, I urge you to get started with that process of relocation because that's a big thing. And so in today's video, I'm going to be telling you who can actually apply for this visa, how much does it cost, what is the eligibility criteria, what can you do on this visa, and most importantly, what you're not allowed to do on this visa. As you know, all UK visas come with so many T's and C's, and it is crucial that you are aware of what they are, because when it comes to immigration, the UK is very, very, very strict. So if you haven't joined this family, like really, check the below, check the subscribe button, look, and make sure that you hit on that button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. I dedicate my time, my knowledge, my experience, my enthusiasm, my passion to ensuring that you are the first person that is informed about the best opportunities to move to the UK, career progression opportunities in the UK as well. You know, you're a carer, you're in healthcare, you're looking for NHS jobs, free visa sponsorship opportunities, you want to progress into nursing, senior positions, then I'm your girl. You're looking for apprenticeship opportunities, I share info here on that, and I also support with all of that. So if you need to contact me, by the way, check the comment section below. You're going to see my contact details, is my WhatsApp number as well as my email address, so they can get in contact with me, obviously after watching this video. But you're also going to find my newsletter in the comment section. It's free to join. You drop your name and email, and then I send that info directly to your inbox so that you never miss out and you're not reliant on the YouTube algorithm for such vital information that is crucial for your personal and professional development. So what is this visa that I'm talking about, and indeed who can apply? The first thing is that you've got to be at least 18 years old as the main applicant, obviously, for this visa. But let me tell you something. The best thing about this visa is that dependents are allowed. So you can move with your family on this visa. If you've got kids, you've got a spouse, you know, a husband or wife, you can move with them in the UK. The best thing about this visa also is that you can extend your visa while you're in the UK, because there are some UK visas that would enable you to move, but you're not allowed to extend, which is a massive, massive pain. For this visa, you can move with dependents, but also extend. And if you're wondering, by the way, what this visa is, it is called the UK Charity Worker Visa. So this is a visa that very few people think is legit. And in fact, recently, I have had many comments on this channel with people saying, Melvis, I've moved to the UK on a charity worker visa. You know, how do I transition into, say, a carer visa or into whatever visa? Because again, it's about using these smart methods and strategies in order for you to move to the UK. Because not everyone is going to move with a work visa. Not everyone is going to move on a student visa. I mean, if you're somebody that you're thinking about the financial implications, then this is an amazing visa to consider. One advantage that this visa has also is that the visa fee is only £298. £298. I mean, that is just a no-brainer. It's absolutely like free. You know, I permit myself to say that this is actually free, and so it is really worth considering this pathway. Also, by the way, one really important thing, during our live session tonight, we're starting 8:30 p.m. UK time tonight. During that live session, we're going to get into more details about this particular visa, you know, so that if anybody is interested, then obviously I can get to answer your questions, obviously, during that live session. And so if you haven't registered, obviously that live session is only for people who've registered. Like I said, there's a link in the comment section below. It's only for members, registered members. Otherwise, you're not able to attend, because as you know, I don't really like, you know, time wasters. I'm sorry to say this, but this is the reality of it, so that you are aware. So our session That live session is going to start 8:30 p.m. UK time. If you're joining the session from overseas, make sure that you're checking the time difference, in your country, and ensuring that you have the right link. I'm also going to send reminders throughout the day today so that you can, and I'm going to attach a clock to it so that you can see the exact time in hours, minutes, seconds as the countdown is going. So I'm going to send a countdown timer. Those of you that are already in the program, you know what I'm talking about, because I send that, every time that we've got that live session, so that from your country, wherever it is you are, if you're out of the UK, you know exactly, when it's starting and how much time we have to the start of that program. So do attend. We start from 8:30 p.m. Please, it's very important. So we'll go through these details, answer your questions, and make sure that you have all the points and you don't have any questions that are unanswered, because that is the purpose for that live session, to answer all your questions. So please, if you're not aware how to join the live session, obviously contact me and I'm able to go through with you how to join the session. Like I said, you're going to see my contact details in the comment section below. But really, if you're a member, you should already know how to join. But in case of anything, just contact me before the session so that I can guide you. If you haven't joined yet, check the comment section and definitely 100% join to be able to attend that session. So we go through all different opportunities in the UK and all of that, to make sure that you're aware of what the expectations are. So I'm looking forward to seeing you obviously in that session. So leave a comment in the comment section below and tell me also, are you interested in attending the live session? But most importantly, are you able to attend the session? Because you must and you should definitely attend, because we're going to be talking about all these UK visas, opportunities, companies recruiting, carer jobs, nursing jobs, apprenticeships, NHS, the recent rules, dependent visas, which visas allow you to bring your dependents, how, why, how much do they cost, the entire shebang. So like I was saying, with the charity worker visa, back to it, because I don't want to take too much time before you're like, hey Melvis, can you get to the point now? Yes, I will get to the point. Thank you. And by the way, if you're enjoying this content, just hit the like button below. It lets me know that you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. So also share this with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so they're aware of some of these pathways, because there are currently so many people who are struggling to move to the UK and they are not aware that there are other ways that they can move, especially with their dependents. Because for, I don't want to say most of us, all of us, moving to the UK without our family isn't really an option. And so that's why I'm sharing these opportunities, so that you are aware. So again, do make sure that you are checking that info and you're sharing this with your loved ones and encouraging them to put themselves forward. So let me talk about oh, in case you're wondering, by the way, you do need to apply for this visa. Obviously, as with any UK visa, there are lots of organizations in the UK, because I know you may be watching this and you're wondering, Melvis, you've spoken about this, but how do I actually get this visa? So if you want to get this UK visa, you need to apply through those charity organizations. And the UK is a very, very unique country in that they even have more charity organizations than normal businesses and companies. So there are thousands and thousands of UK charities that are registered on the UK government website and are able and allowed to bring overseas workers, as charity workers. So that's something that is really, really crucial. And so it's just up to you to decide what sort of charity are you into. If you're somebody that is into, I don't know, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't want to start speculating, but there are lots of charities. If you just go to the good old Google, for example, but most importantly, the UK government website, you can see all the charity organizations, but also those ones that are currently registered, to bring overseas workers on this particular pathway. So it is legit. And like I said, you can extend your visa when you get to the UK as well as your family. So that's something that, they're obviously going to give you a COS, and the COS is going to determine all the terms of the contract, how many hours are you going to be working with them, where is it going to be. They'll give you all of that information. You can also apply for this visa up to 3 months before the dates that you want to travel to the UK. So again, you've got plenty of time to be able to organize yourself, to get things sorted. If you're moving with family, to decide what it is that you need to do. So again, it is just being aware of some of these T's and C's. Like I say, we'll go through everything in a lot of detail during our live session tonight, because those live sessions are an opportunity for us to really explore in depth. Because on YouTube, all I can do is give you the info and the overview so that you're aware that there is this type of visa, and if you're interested in pursuing, then obviously we can always go through more information, because it's impossible to go through every single thing on YouTube, obviously. And that's why I always talk about tailored, individualized, and personalized guidance. That's really what many people need. That's what ultimately makes a difference. Because on a YouTube video like this, I mean, I don't know who's watching. I don't know. You may just be a passerby. You may just be like, oh, who cares about this visa? You may be like, oh, I'm thinking about my relatives. I don't know. But, you know, when you get that tailored support, then that's something that is really mind blowing, and it really does have an impact to say, how do you move from A to B? How do I get started? What's the first step? Many people are struggling with that. And if you're not aware, obviously I do have a private career coaching program. If you check the description box below or the about section on this channel, you're going to see information there. So that if you're interested, then obviously you can see that. I've also got loads of resources for you, you know, free resources. If you check the description box, you're going to see that about different pathways in the UK, as well as career progression, tips and opportunities, because I'm all about advocating for people to move to the UK, but then progress in your career, because the objective is to earn a lot more money, work less, and get to retire early, so that we're not working until we drop, until we're gray, and we don't even have time to enjoy ourselves, and our whole life is just consumed, you know, working. No, 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 no. That's not the intention. That is absolutely not the objective. So the extra work it takes is really well worth it. So if you need my support and guidance, obviously with whether it's visa sponsorship or it's career progression, getting into healthcare, nursing, apprenticeships, NHS jobs, and just pathways that you can use to move to the UK and progress within the UK, looking in terms of careers, then obviously I'm your girl. And like I said, you check the comment section below, you're going to find my contact details and my newsletter to join. But don't worry, I've got you sorted. During our live session today, we're going to go through all of this in detail. Also, you may be thinking about the healthcare surcharge. I think it's something that is important to say, so that if you're not able to attend that live session tonight, at least you're aware of this. So this visa, you do need to have proof of funds. There is a way that you can get this visa without proof of funds, which, by the way, if you're interested, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'm more than happy to do a separate video, because there's quite a lot involved on how you can move to the UK on this visa without proof of funds. But you do need to have proof of funds, and that is £1,270 in your bank account within the last 28 days before the date you're actually applying for the visa. So this is very important, because if you don't have these, your visa will not be approved, which means that you will not get the visa. So this is something that is crucial. This is one thing that many people miss. In fact, I spoke to a gentleman, I think it was a week or two ago, and he actually got, you know, sponsorship for this particular visa. When he went and applied, his visa was rejected, so he wasn't successful. The application was not successful because of this particular rule. So it's very important about that. One thing also is that the healthcare surcharge applies, which means that it is £1,035 per person per year. So again, you need to be aware and think about your circumstances and say, look, is this really for me? Have you got any dependents? Again, there are ways that you can go about this to get those exemptions, but it's very laborious. And guess what? It's not really something for a YouTube video like this, because, I mean, it's not one of those things. So again, if you're interested, like I said, leave a comment in the comment section below, so that I can do a separate video on that. I mean, if that's going to help. Also, like I've said before, it's always good to check the UK government website. Obviously, that's your best friend. That should be like your little Bible if you're wanting to move to the UK, because I've got the guidance, I've got the guidelines and all of that. If you're part of my private coaching program, then obviously, you know, I can have a one-to-one session with you, you know, to go through all of that. But do attend tonight's session, because we're particularly going to be focusing on this visa. We'll also be talking about the nursing apprenticeships, by the way, that are open now, the free nursing course, because applications are currently open and on the way, and I don't want you to miss out on any of these opportunities. So we'll talk about all of that during tonight's session. So please do attend, and if for any reason you cannot attend, obviously just message me, let me know. But make sure that you're attending that session to get that information and get your questions answered, and so that you know what the next steps are, and you're not stuck in a situation where you're like, hey, what do I do? So like I said, lots of those applications are open at the moment, and so, you know, we are currently going through that, so that you don't miss out. Check out this other video that I've linked up here with more information. I'll see you in that live session tonight from 8:30 p.m. UK time. So see you tonight. So check this out here.